Hello there guys and girls, this is Russian Prince with another Rome 2 tournament match. This is the blue tournament round 1 match between Attila the Great and Hamilkar Barca. So this should be an interesting one. Attila the Great obviously being quite known. I believe Hamilkar Barca is Hannibal Barcas. Not quite sure if it's the same person. Anyway, I'm gonna start by going over the boy build, that is Attila's. Ooh, sorry about that. Anyway, here we go. 4 Levi Freeman up front. Pretty standard stuff, I suppose. 2 heavy horse on his right flank, 2 heavy horse on his left flank. Very strong cap contingent. Galicia can't really compete with that. Now, for his main line, we can see that he has 6 sword followers in total. He's putting them on the flanks, and then his center is very strong. He has 2 old swords, so Galicia's gonna have to be real careful about the center. As for Hamilkar Barca, who is Galicia, he's got 2 Galician raiders, and up front 2 Levi Freeman. Pretty nice. We can also see that he's mixing Galician legionaries with Galician swords, but I believe he has 6 Galician legionaries. Does he? Yes, he does. And he has 2 Galician swords, interestingly enough. Then we can see 3 mercenary Syrian archers, noble horse, warrior general, with 2 Cappadocian cavalry. So pretty standard Galician build, I suppose. Usually you see a few more Galician swords, but it's fine. I forgot to mention that Attila's general is an old sword, by the way. Anyway, let us begin the game and see how it goes. So you can see that Hamilkar Barca is actually repositioning his forces. He's making his center a little bit weaker, which is quite interesting to me. Like the center is facing the old swords. So I wonder how he wants to actually engage that. I think he probably will want to shoot at the Oathsworn General with his Syrian archers, because concentrated fire from these 3 Syrian archers will demolish the Oathsworn General of Attila. So I think Attila at this point, he should pull back his Oathsworn General behind his main line, possibly, to make sure that it doesn't actually get hit or something. Or if he can, like, he has to kill the Syrian archers with his cavalry, like he absolutely has to, otherwise he'll be in a lot of trouble, because if his Oathsworns die, like, he won't be in the best situation. But the heavy horse can also give him a big edge here in this fight. But again, he has a huge melee advantage and he has a huge cav advantage. Like, the only thing that that Hamilkar Barca has an advantage in is in terms of skirmishes. That is basically it. Wow. Yeah, this build is like, I mean, this is pretty crazy what Hamilkar Barca is doing, because if Oathsworn charges the Galician swords in the center, he'll be in a lot of trouble. But I like this move though with the Galician raiders. If he can do enough damage to the Oathsworn General with the Galician raiders, that would be insane. And there we go. He's gonna target the Oathsworn General. This should be very annoying for Attila to deal with. Maybe he'll peel off a Levi Freeman to deal with it or something. Ooh, javelins into the Galician raiders, killing quite a few of those, and the Galician raider hasn't really done anything yet. Again, this is what I don't like about skirmisher cavalry. Like, they take so long to actually fire their jabs off. It's quite annoying. And here he should turn on fire at will at this point, because he'll be firing at the heavy horse, and firing at the heavy horse is also really good. Okay, maybe it's not the Oathsworn General, so not as good, but still very good to deal with the heavy horse. Like, again, usually those are 2 units that you want to target in barbarian matchups: heavy horse and Oathsworn General. I'm still waiting for both players to engage at this point, but again, I would give the advantage to Attila. It just all depends on those 3 Syrian archers, if they can be made effective. Firing at the shielded side, actually, of the sword followers, not too efficient, and now he's wasting some volleys off on Levi Freeman as well. This isn't good at all for Hamilkar Barca. He's not getting the shots off that he needs with the Galician raiders. So, and now we see that Attila is moving up his main line. Kind of an awkward formation over here. It's kind of like checkered or something. It's weird. But he's not gonna have an easy time against this boy rush. 3 Syrian archers though already coming in, and they're gonna be targeting the Old-Sworn General of Attila. So already this is gonna go very well for Hamilkar Barca in that regard. Sure, they're not the most efficient from the front, but still killing the Old-Sworn General, even if they lose all the ammo, will be worth it. Look, the Old-Sworn General is now taking so much damage from focused fire by the mercenary Syrian archers. Like, this is a huge mistake here by Attila, what he's doing with the Old-Sworn General. But a mistake here by Hamilkar Barca. I think he's gonna get his Galatians caught. Not really. So Pila's gonna get thrown. 2 of them into 1 sword follower though. So this is gonna be an easy victory for Hamilkar Barca. Engagement over here. The Levy Freemen actually throwing their jabs, or maybe not actually. So that's quite unfortunate for Hamilkar Barca. Galatian Raiders get caught here. The Heavy Horse should deal with them very easily. And this Old-Sworn General is already down to 70 men. This is very, very bad here for Attila the Great. Nice cav charge by Hamilkar Barca into the Old-Sworns. Now the Noble Horse though is kind of going too far out for Hamilkar Barca. This could be a huge disaster for him. He needs to be closer to his men to provide support and to give to make sure that the Old-Sworn General of Attila cannot really use Headhunt and Battle Rhythm, because that would be quite bad. And anyway, the Old-Sworn General is taking so many casualties. It's already going to be off the field. Look at the sword follower again, getting double teamed by Galatian legionaries. Very good job by Hamilkar Barca. But over here though, he's also doing quite well. I think Hamilkar Barca is in a decent position as long as he can eliminate this Old-Sworn General, which definitely looks like it's going to be the case. I mean, with 3 Syrian archers, he's just done so much damage. Galatian Raiders getting caught though. And the Noble Horse General, again, this was a huge mistake by Hamilkar Barca. If he loses his general, he could actually potentially lose this game still. But I feel like if he kites this, he's gonna have a really good shot at killing Attila. But he has to use his mercenary Cappadocian cavalry to deal with these guys charging him. And there's still an Old-Sworn on the field that will be really, really problematic for him to deal with. However, here comes 1 heavy horse unit. And the Old-Sworn General is actually not dead yet. 6 men and not dead. That's very unfortunate for Hamilkar Barca. Now this heavy horse here. Oh, the General did rout off the field, but there won't be a huge impact in terms of morale until he leaves the battlefield or if he gets killed beforehand. So Hamilkar Barca should use this Cappadocian Cav to chase the Old-Sworn General, but he isn't at the moment. So the game is still in the balance though, but this Galatian Raider will die to a heavy horse. Nice Cappadocian Cav charge into the sword followers and Old-Sworns to stop them from running. But here's the thing, this heavy horse now for Attila the Great will come in and kill the Syrian archer. And if Attila the Great kills all the Syrian archers, he should be able to grind it out with this Old-Sworn. But the Old-Sworns aren't actually doing what they're supposed to do though, to be fair. Like, they're not engaging in the melee, so this could give Galatia the necessary victory in melee. But again, some mismicro here by Hamilkar Barca. Like, he didn't protect the skirmishers properly with the cavalry. Like, he didn't have to engage his cavalry like that. But he did a very good job at dealing with the Old-Sworns, and oh, this volley killed a lot of Old-Sworns as well. But again, like this, at this point, the game should be over and should be in Attila's favor. But it was actually looking very, very good for Hamilkar in the beginning. I mean, the way he used his Syrian archers to destroy the Old-Sworn General, that was very impressive. That's exactly what he needed to do. But the Old-Sworn General didn't die until much later, unfortunately for him. And by that point, like, the heavy horse already were doing a lot for the boy. But really good try though by Hamilkar Barca. Even though at the end of the day, this is still going to be pretty decisive apparently. You can see that he didn't get too many kills, and that is because, I mean, he took some nice engagements with some Galatian legionaries, but overall, like, the heavy horse, like, were clearly unopposed, and he mismicroed his noble horse severely. He went out too wide with it. He engaged his Cappadocian cavalry in kind of awkwardly. I liked how he used his Levy Freemen to block the charges of the sword followers. and to throw jabs at the enemy. That was pretty cool, but he needed more Levy Freeman, I think, to deal with the heavy horse, because like it's so difficult to deal with heavy horse as Galatia if you don't have more than 2 Levy Freeman, I think. I mean, I guess his build could have worked, but it's still so difficult. Anyway, that is the game, as it's a best of 1, so AttilaTheGreat is going to end up moving forward in the tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, share the video. I'll see you next time.